When people want to protect themselves, they will generally do one of two things. They will either project their aura several meters away from them, even through walls and into other rooms, so that they can sense what's going on and feel safe. Or people pull their aura to around half an inch off their body, not reacting to danger until the very last moment. The people who project their auras outside of themselves often pick up the energy of other people, so can become nervous and anxious. And the people who pull their aura very close generally know the feelings of others less. A lot of people experiencing depression create a dramatic change when they learn to manage the size of their aura. We all generally do both of these things with our aura, making it too big or making it too small, and everything in between. Happy children generally have very big auras. They have a lot of chi and have not yet found a reason or need to be a separate individual or separate from the people in their environment. Managing the health of our aura, of our energetic field, is an important thing to do. And once we can be aware of this in ourselves, it's easier to be aware of it in others. When de-armoring the body, we are literally pulling trauma and dense negative chi out of the physical body and into the etheric field before transforming it to put it back in. The transformation process is implicit in many other aspects of the work. If you de-armor the body without awareness of the energetic body, then de-armoring becomes a very different process and experience to the one we are learning in Kundalini bodywork. If our aura is too close to our physical body, then the energetic work in de-armoring, as in Kundalini bodywork, cannot really happen. And if our aura is so big that it stretches, it's not dense enough for us to have a visceral experience when working with it. Even if we have enough chi to make our aura big without stretching or damaging it, it will still be hard to have an awareness of what's going on when giving ourselves a session. And later, if you choose to do the advanced courses in Kundalini bodywork, you will learn that it's very difficult to work on a person if their energetic field and aura is completely engulfing you. So before trying to move energy, including orgasmic and sexual energy, it's really important for us to define the shape and size of our electromagnetic field with our intention and our hands. Before defining our aura, like all the practice that we do, it's good to warm up the body with breathing, deep belly breathing, oxygenating ourselves, and to get our heart pumping. So maybe you want to pause and do that now before watching the next practical exercise.
When defining the shape and size of our aura, you can be all serious and precise about it if you want to be, use a certain methodology. I would suggest tapping into your inner child and letting him or her do it. See, I just like to make lots of movements with my breath to find the shape. It's important to define the back of the aura, your energetic field too, and also the sides as well as up and down. You might start doing something that looks a little bit like Tai Chi or even Qigong. You could just dance like you're in the nightclub back in the 90s, just really finding the shape and the size of the aura. The happier you are, the more fun you create in this process, the quicker your energetic body will light up. Stretching's always good, just maintaining it with the breath. Notice I'm not always pushing my hands all the way out. I want to be able to give my energetic field, generally to give it a good hug. So I'll often keep my arms bent. Sometimes you want to push it a little bit further out. You can bring it back in. It's just all about defining the size of your energetic field. creating it with your hands, moving energy, just deciding this is my space. This is the space I inhabit with my breath. This is how big I am. I can give my energetic field, my aura, a hug. I can feel it. It's above my head. When anybody comes into this space, they're kind of in my field. So you might want to just keep playing with it and moving energy around, back and forth. You don't have to do this for long. It can just be a few minutes every day. If you are depressed, it can really help that change by only allowing empathy and other people's emotions into your field when you're in close proximity, when you're ready for them. Now I'm just seeing how dense it is. Now I'm trying to make my aura smaller, so I'm grabbing hold of it, and then I'm pulling it to my body and actually having a feeling, a sensation that now it's very dense. I don't want it to come any closer, and then I let it expand again. You also might want to experiment with how your chakra system relates to your aura, so you can find a wave through the whole body, or you can focus just on one chakra for a while. See where that comes. How does that energy center pour out into your aura? Where does it start? Where does it begin? And then often it's good to come into a more meditative Qigong stance at the end.